What's up, guys? In this vlog, we're going back to Wyoming. Last year, my good buddies Moriah, Boggess, and Resop and I, we all went out there and drew buck antelope tags, and then we'll show you how it went down. Bear with us, it was extremely windy on this trip, so some of the videos, the audio is not the greatest, so I've added in some captions, and some of it is just going to be me narrating, so I know the quality isn't the greatest, but try to bear with us.
All right, so the deal is we're all out here to hunt pronghorn. Kyle came from South Carolina, Luke came from Mississippi, and I came from North Carolina. All of our flights were late. Kyle was an hour and a half late getting to his connector. Somehow, by a miracle, we all got here at midnight to Denver. And then it took us 2 hours to get out of the airport because we kept doing circles in the trying to get the rental car and all, because Luke was lost. And so anyway, now we're on the road and it's 5 o'clock and we're still an hour out from the hunt area. Our buddies, Mark and then his friend is already up there, and I guess they're sleeping, but we're not gonna sleep tonight. So we're gonna get up the rest of the way. Luke finally got his tag in midnight. We won't go into that, but he got his tag in the middle of the night up here, so we are legal.
Highly recommend the Grape Berry Blast, man. Even though it tastes like grape, it's actually very good.
I highly recommend
Kroger
Walmart.
brand. Kroger brand, man.
Walmart.
Here's some sage.
I found sage.
Before we went out hunting that morning, the first thing we did was check the rifles after our flights.
How'd that feel? What? How'd that feel?
That was good.
So we are finally in the hunting area. We got like 8 right here. They're right up there. So we got the boys back there getting their guns. Hopefully, I don't know. Those antelope are moving, but trying to figure it out.
As soon as we left camp and got into the unit, we immediately came onto a herd of antelope, and there was a decent buck in the group. We kind of flip-flopped back and forth on who was going to go after it, and Caleb spoke up and decided he would take it if he had the opportunity. So him and Mark headed down towards it, and Luke and Moriah and I headed up this hill and to get in position just in case the buck worked towards us instead. It just so happened when we got up there, Mark and Caleb were able to get good and in range, and the rest is history.
I'm thinking they're about the same as us. He missed.
They moved all the way back there?
The cows kept spooking. I thought they were gonna scare it off. God damn.
Beautiful, dude.
I mean, it could have been a better shot, but
He went down quick though, man.
Yeah, I mean, you're maybe an inch high, 2 inches high.
Yeah.
So this is Caleb. Caleb, what's your last name?
Evelyn.
Caleb Evelyn, and this is Mark Turner. And Caleb's the one that just smoked this goat. But first stalk of the day, 200-yard shot.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, we came over that little hill, and I was sitting there, I was like, man, we ought to be like 300. Then I looked down, I was like, oh crap, they're at like 200 right now.
See, we were on the top of this hill, and we were like, they were 350 at the closest.
So we left the boys back there to deal with that pronghorn, and we're gonna ease up, talk to the trees and see what's over there. Kyle's got the gun. He's shooting first if he wants it. We were coming up the hill, and there's all this sign and crap and beds. I'm like, this looks like a good spot for a shed. And here you go. Pretty decent shed. Yeah, I gotta go find the other side because Kyle was trying to beat me to it.
All right, so we got another group picked out. We're trying to get a little closer right now to get a look and see what's in there. But there's probably, Moriah, you say about 20 of them?
Big head out of the way. We should be able to.
There's about 20 antelope in this group, so
They're all staring right at us. That's okay. Last one did.
hopefully
Until they didn't.
something we maybe can work with. this buck looks like. We saw him earlier. We tried to pull him up in the spotting scope, but it was way too windy. 1,000 yards. So we thought that this time we're gonna be in good range. Like it's gonna be where it's easy to shoot.
We're gonna go all the way backside of this ridge and follow it way down there. And they're bedded all right along the bottom of the lip of the ridge. And we're just gonna pop over.
So a lot of people don't know pronghorns shed their horns every year just like deer do. And I literally just found this one laying on the ground right here. We were talking about how cool it would be to find one. Ryan found the deer shed earlier, but I think I got him beat with this joker right here now.
No, you don't.
Pronghorn shed. Well, after picking up that antelope shed, we continued on our way to try to get in range of these antelope. We kept popping up on the hillsides, and we'd ease up, belly crawling up to the top, just to realize that we had crawled up the wrong hill. So we'd hike back down, go down the hillsides a little bit closer, hike up another one, and we just continued to do that. And I wasn't sure if we were just looking at the wrong landmark or if we were just that far out of range still. And we finally picked the right hilltop, and as we hiked up, we belly crawled the last little bit, got into range. I got my rifle all set up on my pack, and we realized that when we spotted the antelope that they were no longer at 200 yards where we thought they were going to be. They were closer to 400, and at that point they were about to go over the next hill, and it was either take the shot from there or don't take the shot at all. So I took the shot from there.
Yeah.
I could see his upper body.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna drop behind me and lose it.
When you shot, I was like, man, there's part of the body cavities you can't even see. About an inch or two at the bottom.
I know.
Like, I thought
I was
like,
not
it
about
was
to
like,
shoot him in that group.
fuck, Joe.
Well, after we calmed down for a second, we made our way down the hillside to take a look at him.
Look at the bases.
That's a good one.
Man, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's fine. I blew his back out. That's pretty fine.
Tell you something.
Dude, that is a beautiful bone.
Look at that face. Look at those
Beautiful.
hooks. Look at those ivory tips.
That is a
on that.
beautiful buck, man.
Man, I couldn't be happier with that. Well, we got all our pictures taken, and Moriah and Luke are gonna head out and try to get one more for the evening before it gets dark. And I'm gonna sit here and clean my antelope and back him out to the road. I'm only about, it's a little over 6/10 of a mile to the nearest road. So I'm gonna clean him up, pack him out, and call him when I get done. Maybe they'll have one more on the ground by then. So it's been a good first day so far. Caleb killed early this morning. I just killed this one. We actually ranged it from where he dropped. It was actually 390 yards from where I shot him to where he fell, which is that's pretty sick. That's definitely the farthest shot I've taken. So super thankful. But hopefully, I feel good about this. We got 2 more full days and a half day, and we got 3 tags left to fill. So it's gonna be a good next 2 days. She is loaded down. Got my head, my cape, and all my deboned meat is in the under part. So about to hike down to the road and wait for a pickup. Loaded down. Walking through all the cows right now. Picked up another antelope shed, which was pretty rough shape. Just trying to make it back up here where I'm supposed to meet them. I ended up making kind of a loop. Not sure how. I guess I got to follow in topography instead of looking where I was going. But the road's right up here, about another 100 yards. I think I'm just gonna get there and let them come find me.
Well,
Crazy how spongy that is.
had a shed yesterday. It's very chalky.
Well, my name's Luke.
Very
and I like
spongy.
interrupting videos.
Day 2. We've already killed 3 pronghorn of our 5, so we only have 2 left. It's just me and Luke. We're gonna go back to where Luke and I were yesterday evening. A road we haven't driven up the road at all. We just glassed a little bit yesterday and we saw a bunch of pronghorn back up in there. So we're gonna go back over there and we're gonna go after the buck that we call the gatekeeper. He's just another pronghorn, but yeah. See something mountain.
So this morning, Moriah and I went one direction while Mark and Luke went a different. Moriah and I saw some nice bucks way out in the distance, but they were a little far to even make a stalk on. We ended up getting in range of a young buck. It just wasn't quite what we were looking for. And there was a big herd of antelope off in the distance. And Luke and Mark were actually able to get in close enough range, and Luke was able to kill a really nice antelope out of that herd. For the remainder of the day, Luke, Moriah, and I all hunted as a group, and we were able to get Moriah on a nice buck before the end of the afternoon. Sadly, pretty much all of the audio from this was just so windy that you just couldn't understand anything that we were trying to say. Dude, look at the body on him. God. There he is, folks. There's Moriah's buck. Stud, man.
I didn't shoot any of those.
So we ended up passing, I think, 3 or 4 different bucks today total. And we finally got this one this afternoon.
That's a stud.
So, almost as long as the skinning process is our photography sessions. So, working it, baby. Well, we finally got all of the pictures taken, and we are starting to skin the pronghorn now. And we're gonna pack him out. It's gonna be dark by the time we get out, probably, but that'd be okay. We're all tagged out. We got one more full day tomorrow. And I think that the plan is we're probably gonna go do some shed hunting. Who would have guessed that, you know? But we'll see. It's been a great trip so far.
That is it, boys. Got a pronghorn down. October 10th, is it?
10th.
Is it?
Yep, October 10th. Or is it the 15th?
Definitely 10th.
It's the 10th.
Good. All right. Woo! All signed.
Well, we're all tagged out. We got one day left in the in our trip, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna look for sheds. We hiked up to a mountain, we saw a couple of elk, and really came up here thinking we were gonna find deer sheds, but Moriah just called me. He found a chalk elk shed. As soon as we got off the phone, I walked about 10 more yards and I spotted a fresh 5-point side elk shed from this year. Looked down the trail and the match is laying there 10 yards from it. So I'll flip you around and we'll go pick them up. So there is the second one right there. And the first one's actually laying up underneath this tree up there. I'll try to get a view where you can see both of them real quick. Yeah, so here is the first one, or actually the second one. If you look from right here, you can see the other one laying right there. So I'll walk up there and show you it too, but definitely gonna take another good look around through here. There's the other one. I'm gonna pick them up and check them out and keep hiking. So I will confirm it's definitely the set. I'm gonna flip them over. I know they don't really look like it from here, but if you look at the bases and everything, you can definitely tell they're a set. He's just a little bit funky, but roughly the same. I mean, they're both definitely, I would say, this year's sheds. But check out the sorry for all the moving. But check out the pedicles, everything. I mean, they're all, I think it's a set. I believe it's a set. So, pretty sweet. Gonna keep moving, try to get a couple more.
Well, they're doing the whole shed hunting thing. I already picked up 3, 2 chalks and 1 freshie, and I'm walking up on another one right here behind me. Dude, I love this stuff so much. Nice little 3-point. There he is. Nothing crazy, but that's what I found so far. So add that one to the list. I know Luke and Kyle both have found 2 sheds each. They both each found a set, 1 mule deer and 1 elk. So we're on the board, baby.
Well, I'm coming off this top and I just spotted another shed right there. It's like a deer shed. I made it back to the truck. Moriah may have found more than the rest of us. May or may not.
That was prophesied.
It was prophesied.
Well, so we ended up,
Got this baby pronghorn here, baby pronghorn here, and the stud of the mountain.
so we ended up getting,
Stole the flights.
I found this chalker. I found the match set. I found both of these brakes. Moriah got both of those. Luke came in with the matching set of mule deer sheds. And Moriah got both of these.
Dude, look at this freshie with a freshie right on top of the freshie. There has a nice cow dookie right on top.
Yeah, so Moriah found that one right in a cow patty. But that's it. Last day. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can see this upcoming year's hunt, since we'll be back in Wyoming again, but this time chasing mule deer.